Hi advisors! The purpose of this video is to walk you through how to set up Calendly for your back to school advising meetings, which is the second task in your checklist. All right, so over here on this screen, I'm going to show you the step-by-step in Calendly. So I created two bookmarks for myself. One is the Calendly, the side of Calendly I use to set it up, and the other is the link that I send to families. So you don't have to do that. I'm just explaining what you're seeing. Okay. So it says that step one is to create an event type. It must be the case that when I created this bookmark, I was in the availability area of Calendly. So that's where it brings me. Yours might bring you to a different screen. I'm also going to show you what it may look like if you have it expanded. So all of this becomes available when you have it expanded. So you just click on event types. But in case you're not seeing that, I will show you. There it goes. Okay. So the plus, and you're creating an event type. So either of those will get you to the same thing. You're going to create one-on-one. And over here, you're just going to follow these steps. Title the event, back to school advising meeting. Now I'm going to add this test because I already did this in my Calendly and it'll confuse me if I have two of the same event in there. You're going to set it to 60 minutes. That's right here. And then set the location right here. Typing as fast as I can because you're all watching. Okay, so location, time, and title are all set. And now the next section is scheduling settings. So to get there, I have to hit continue. And that's going to bring up several things. We just did event details. This is what it asked us at the very beginning, the one-on-one event. And now scheduling settings is what we want. Okay. This is where it gets a little confusing. So for this date range area, you want invitees to schedule within a date range. And that is the range of dates that you're holding advising meetings. So 15th through the 29th. So that's the date range. Okay. And then there's a couple decisions for you to make. You can decide how much time you want to protect before and after the meetings. Do you want a 15-minute buffer, a 30-minute buffer? If you say 15 minutes before every meeting and 15 minutes after every meeting, that essentially gives you 30 minutes. If you set 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after, you would accidentally be creating an hour break in between each meeting, and I don't think you have enough time for that. So buffer time, they call that buffer time, and you can add it right here. So just as a way of an example, you could do it this way. I wish I was there in person because I'm sure people have different ideas about what is most helpful to do, which way is most helpful to do, just 30 minutes after each one or 15 and 15. I don't know. And then this minimum notice option is, I mention it over here. You might want to choose to have a minimum notice of 16 to 20 hours because otherwise a parent could go on at 8 p.m. when they're kind of done with their work day and they're catching up on email and they see it. And so they're like, oh, she's available tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'll book with her then. But you had no chance to prepare for that meeting. So I like to set mine to like 16 hours. And then if you want, you can set a daily limit for how many meetings you feel like you could manage in a day. You don't have to do that. Because if you go to the next part of your availability and you complete that and set what your hours are, then they wouldn't be able to overschedule you anyway. But just to show you, you can do that. Okay, and then start time increments. I usually just let it default to the 30 minutes that Calendly sets it as because it's just clean that way. Okay. All right, the next part is, so we're done with that. We have now created this event, and you can see on my events page, this is something that I get to manage what kind of events or meetings I offer to families. So this is the one that we were just working on. All right, so then the next part is to get to our availability right here. And this is where you're going to decide what time you want to start your meetings in the morning and what time you will end in the afternoon. So this is outdated for me, but you can go in right here and do it this way. You can also, let's see if I can get it to show me. There we go. You can get to this screen, which I think is pretty convenient. So then you can edit the hours you're willing to work, like 9 to 4, hit apply. I'm going to be unavailable these days because of my surgery, but you would go in and you would add those, and it will give you the option, if you want to, I thought it would in here, let you set it for every Monday, every Tuesday kind of thing. That does exist somewhere, but I don't want to fumble through this video. So if you just do it for now for these weeks, then you'll be all set. It will work when you send the link to families. That reminds me, I should go back to show you how you'll share that link with families. So you've created this, you've set up your availability, and you want to copy and paste the correct link into your welcome back email. So you're going to click share and then copy and paste. So just copy that link and then you'll paste it right into your welcome back email. Okay, reach out if you have any questions. That I did add this into Canvas to give you an idea of what it would be like to have meet with advising families numbers 1 through 5, 6 through 10. So if you were doing basically 5 meetings a day, you would definitely be able to finish and in the time that we have. All right, hope this was helpful. Thanks, guys.